All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, traders. Here we are, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is July 18th, the dog days of summer, but we're still getting some good volatility today. 100, almost 100 points, peak to trough right now. The last, I don't know, 30 minutes. Yeah, it's not an easy market to be bearish in, is it? Logger. Let me get rid of this. Let me fix this. Hold on, guys. I'm just fixing this here.
Heads up, Japan's Prime Minister today, Kato, currently speaking in South Africa, says G7 needs to prepare for downside risks.
Okay. Nah, man, he changed his name. Do you think he knew it was NQ Ranger and he selected Ranger, or he read NQ Ranger as NQ Ranger? Thoughts? Ideas? He knew. Sounds so similar. Maybe he heard and read Ranger. Okay, that works. Good excuse. Let's see. We changed his name officially in the Discord yesterday. We had a poll and everything. All right, guys, it's Cash Preservation Friday. I need this range to settle down a little bit at this point. It's just too volatile. It's too thin, and I'm going to get wicked out. I'm going to take on too much size, and I'm going to get crushed. I know it. So I'm just going to wait for this thing to breathe a little bit. We'll get some good trades. We'll get them. So it's not careful with price discovery because we're still in yesterday's distribution. And we're kind of at the low of it right here. We're at the value area low of yesterday's distribution. So let's talk about our levels, right? It looks like it's getting ready to melt through it, but I'd be careful of a failed breakdown here.
3.2%.
All right, so look where we are relative to yesterday's price action, right? We're right at the bottom of that distribution. We're in yesterday's balance area, fair value. Could be soaking in shorts for the failed breakdown. It could go a little lower, a little price exploration excess to the downside, and then recover right back into the middle of this yesterday's distribution. That was a strong distribution. We've held it since yesterday at 11 o'clock. I don't think we're going to break out of it that easily.
Kato says Japan to continue constructive discussions with the US.
right around 235. I think we might get some buyers. Cumulative delta is also holding up here. That's a 10-point buyers right there. See if they can push it lower. I see 235. I don't know where we're getting 225 from. 225 is Tuesday's high. I see it. Yep, that's a good level. So I would say this whole zone here is the buy zone, the supply zone. We break below that, we can get a real sell-off. Right now we're just at value area low. Took a little long there.
According to Axios, E3 and Iran diplomats are
Okay.
expected to meet in Europe next week.
Morning to everybody on YouTube. Morning to any new members we have to the VWAP Wave system trading system. I have this fancy new banner at the top with my sponsors. Very proud of my OBS skills. So this Flux Charts, guys, they're working on a VWAP Wave system toolkit, which I'm very excited about. It's going to be a custom set of indicators that we use in the VWAP Wave system specific to the system. And it's going to have all types of cool stuff. Automated low volume nodes mapped out, automated plot anchor VWAPs, higher time frame analysis bias based on the long-term VWAPs. I have it's in the works right now with Flux Charts. They're working on the development of it. So it's not out yet. It's still being developed. Yeah, it's going to be on TradingView. Yep. Just kind of giving you guys a heads up of things that are in the works behind the scenes. So far, this has been a buying zone, guys. The bottom of yesterday's very pronounced distribution, right? I don't think we're going to leave that value area so easily. We could very well break out of it. I just don't think like we're just going to dump right through it. I think we'll probably hang out here a little bit. If we are going lower, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be fast. I think it's going to be slower. 2 to 3 weeks, Mustafa, is what they're telling me. And then, you know, we'd love to get some feedback from you guys. You know, let's make it awesome, right? So, you know, it's going to be like a beta version. We'll test it out. How can we make it better? What would be useful? All that kind of stuff. Yep, there'll be IBs, low volume nodes automatically plotted, anchored VWAPs being dropped from swing highs, swing lows, and a higher time frame analysis based on the longer term VWAPs and stuff like that. Oh. Now, you know how I feel about automated systems, J Scott. Anybody who read the book knows how I feel about it. I spent quite a bit of time breaking that one down. Whole chapter on it. There's going to be a VWAP Wave system indicator toolkit on TradingView. It's in the works, under development. It's going to be based on all the tools and systems we use here to kind of like give us some extra. This could be it. This looks a little weak. We might break here a little bit. We'll see what happens. Not Ninja, David. I'm sorry. TradingView just is overarchingly more used, so it's my priority. So we don't have a whole lot of levels to look at, guys, because, you know, I think this, so between this and then this is going to be, I think, our supply zone. So that's it. You know, not a whole lot. We're above all the long-term VWAPs. Very easy, higher time frame analysis at all-time highs.
IMF says since April, economic indicators reflect a complex backdrop shaped
There it
by
goes.
trade tensions.
Okay, careful buying this, guys. We're breaking some key levels here. Here's that high from Tuesday now. I feel like this is an interesting level. Might take a little shot here for a scalp.
Finance management Cato says that we will address market forces over bond moves, and we will continue to work toward ensuring market trust.
Okay, already out of that trade. Quick $100. Just looks, oh, there are some buyers here.
IMF says that we have seen strong evidence of front-loading ahead of tariff increases and some trade diversion. And on inflation,
now.
they say cooling demand, falling energy prices point to a continued decline, albeit with variation across nations.
That's going to get away from me here. What are we down? Spot one here. Might go for it here. Going for the whole kit and caboodle here. Go just a little higher. Come on. That it's acting as resistance support. Looks like I'm gonna blow this one. Too heavy, too fast. That 225 is acting as resistance now. I was hoping for the flush and reclaim. This is my take profit trader evaluation account.
S&P 500 erases opening gain. Nasdaq 100 now down 0.1%.
This is gonna blow. It's like right there. Well, that was freaking nice, huh? Got lucky there. It's just an evaluation account. I already hit my profit target, my XFAs for today. I'll show you guys that right now. We'll log into my Top Step. So I hit these. Now I longed. I was looking for the flush reclaim of that 225 level. I just had serious size. So I'm kind of done for the most part today because this is what I want to do. I only need 2 more days in this and I get another $11,000 payout. So I'm 2 days, $500 away from doing that in these accounts. So that's like my real discipline focus right now is these accounts. I have this take profit evaluation I opened up. So I'm kind of playing with that now. It's up about 3 grand. You don't get the bans on Project X, Kyle. They're not available yet. They're supposedly they've been in development. They have this development list of things they're bringing. And that's on the list. So what is this? Yesterday's 50%. Oh, this is a kind of a little bit of a high volume node from yesterday, actually. It's an interesting level.
US crypto-linked stocks rise after US House passes crypto market structure legislation.
All right, I'm up about 1,400 bucks in this evaluation. Just kind of scalping the. So I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the long came off the higher time frames as well. So I was looking for that flush and reclaim of 225, but also we had weekly upper band, and we hit that almost to the tick for that nice bounce. So David, supposedly that might be in the works too, being able to add third-party indicators. That would be awesome. That would be huge, I think.
Top Republican on House Committee
All right, YouTube, where you guys at? What are you guys doing? How do you put that volume on TradingView? I have a video for that. Gold isn't doing much. We're in a pretty tight range here. It looks like a return to value to the downside. Probably go to 56 or 54 for the VWAP bounce. This situation is what would you look for is reversal confirmation. I don't know. I don't think there's going to be an official reversal until we reclaim value or VWAP. Look at this VWAP, guys. It's like going straight down. You got to be real careful with this one.
Elected to use Commerce Secretary landing.
And we're only down spot 14. We can fall. We have a long ways to fall. If we want to have a big red day, we can go down a lot more. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. All right. It's early. It's only 10:24. We have another hour and a half together, guys. So let's see what we get. Let's be patient. Wait for some more obvious setups. Looks like it wants lower, huh? This is a big low volume node from yesterday. It's also the high from Tuesday, right? So that's where we bounce. If we break this, guys, we can go back down to 184 to 164. I'd say I'd be watching as the next level. That's point of control from Monday and value area high. And also pretty close to the high pre-market on Thursday. So we'll see. Let's see what we get. For the most part, on the intraday, we're in price discovery short. All right, holding below the lower band. Really no great places to get short. We bounced off of the upper band. I tried to take that long. My execution price wasn't great, but we got a nice bounce, so I got out. Yeah, this is significant. Now we're this low. So this is yesterday's IB high is at 75. That could be an interesting spot. for a fade? Is it pivot time? What time is it, Chuck? What time is it, NQ Ranger? Pivot time. Hey, I have a question for you guys. Do you think there would be any benefit for showing the chat on the stream? For like future review, or is it just going to take up precious? That's what I was thinking. Might be too cluttered. Okay. Okay. Seems like a resounding no to me. That's why I asked. Okay, coaching sessions. That makes sense, Tony. What do you guys think about that? For coaching sessions, we put the chat from the Discord on the screen. That makes sense. Yeah. I still like to read them just to make sure everybody knows what question I'm on. Kind of just makes it a little for clarity's sake. It's a pretty big wick on the 5-minute, but we're kind of in this downtrend, right? So I don't know. I don't know. We try and get short. Seems so weak. Just grabbed a nice short there, scalp. Up at 1,800 bucks. Still interested in this 175 level. All right, we have an initial balance. Nice, Babs. Brand new to this channel and up 354 in the eval right now. Great to have you. Welcome to the channel.
The UK statement says UK and EU lower the crude oil price cap.
Is it huge?
The UK and EU action will lower oil prices.
Says average.
$60 a barrel to $47.60.
We're at 123. That's like perfectly average, actually. This is an average size initial balance over the last 20 sessions. Weekly upper band I have at 202. So we're currently beneath it. It seems like we're holding beneath it too, doesn't it? 225 was the high from, was that all-time high from Tuesday? just want to point out this gray box, we went right to the top of it. So that's Tuesday's value area high.
S&P 500
We're holding right above Tuesday's value area high, and
down 0.14%.
I don't know, I might try a little long here. I kind of like this level.
JP Morgan expands research to private firms, starting with OpenAI.
I'm long at 204. I already took profits on like 3 other contracts, so this is my runner. See if we can get something moving. Stopped out at break even there. We got my finger on the buy trigger. If we get any sign of strength, which we don't have right now, turned into some sellers. Back in, 207, 3/4. Now they keep selling into it. Yes. Yes. Took like 5 stabs at that one. See if we can get back up to lower band. Gotta stop at break even. Again. Come on. Stopped out. Break even.
Heads up, Deputy Treasury Secretary Faulkner, currently speaking on CNBC, says crypto rules further cement dollar as the standard.
That's right. I padded my P&L a little bit right there. I'm up 2,300 in this evaluation now. Yeah, that's the hourly. Same chart. It's always the same chart. I don't really ever change this layout. It's the hourly and the entire session profile. Big breakdown there. Come on. Push it. Beautiful. Man, this thing is faking everybody out, huh? Sucking everybody in. I think there's more key level to the downside. We have this point of control. We have a huge distribution from Monday at 264. So even if we do break this level, I don't think we're just going to go straight down. Yeah, we're like slowly selling off. Might seem fast, but we're only down 0.19%, guys. Nothing crazy. We're only down 0.13 on ES. We're barely red. It can reclaim this in 10 minutes if it wanted to. No, but it does spend about 75% of its time going up. Cumulative delta is still weak. I might lock in this day here on this top step evaluation, guys. It's a good day. Came really close to blowing it too. So I'm going to shut that down. If you guys haven't noticed, I trade evaluations super aggressively for the most part. I just want to get them done.
Faulkner says Treasury wants Trump to cast why net or better pick.
Because Lager, the reset on this 150K top tip, it's like $100, dude. It's nothing. Anyway, I just got a $11,000 payout. It's like I can afford a couple $100. It's different with prop firms. It really is. You won't ever see me trade. I have right now on my cash account, I have a risk control measure. I can't take more than 1 mini. Time decay. No, time decay is options. or leveraged instruments like stock ETFs. There's no time decay in futures. No, most prop firms don't have any. I don't know if that. I don't think that's called time decay. That's a wrong term. But yeah, no, there's usually most futures prop firms have no requirement for you finishing in a certain amount of time. They'll take your money every month happily. Okay, cumulative delta's holding up here. Let's see if we put in a bottom here, and we get the next leg up. That is cool, Andy. It only makes sense too, right? It's only fair, I feel like. I have to say, man, Top Step makes a lot of really good decisions. I hope I like to think they're setting the standard for everybody else. It's unfortunate they don't have an affiliate program. I used to be an affiliate for them. It's too bad they got rid of the whole thing. I really feel like they're doing a lot of really good things for traders. Yeah, I heard Cami got like $3 million being an affiliate for Top Step. 3 million in 2 years as a Top Step affiliate. That's nuts, huh? He's feeling that. I'll tell you what. I'm sure he's stoked that he made that much money, but he's also crying because he's probably not going to find money like that again. He's trying to create a new program, trying to teach people how to become trading influencers now. As if, like, Top Step was the backbone of his entire success. All right, lower band. Nice long for anybody who took that. Went right to a higher time frame fade value area extreme, guys, out of the advanced playbook. The level was 184, which I had mentioned on stream. I drew this gray box, right? That's the value area high from Tuesday.
So, just being reported earlier on the day as well. The Trump appointees requested.
Job, Tamara. Nice trade.
$2.5 billion elevation now tapped.
I wish I would have. I kept trying to hold my position. I kept getting stopped out at break even. I just gave up because I had some good profits. I'll take a look at the cash account now, I guess. Log into that. Look at that price discovery continuation off the lower band there. Anybody take that one? Also aligns with what? Nice. Lined up perfectly with that low volume node in the top of this distribution, which we talk about all the time. Nice. We got a couple people took it in the Discord. We got Chuck, Bob, and JP all took it. I didn't even have to say it. Imagine that. Ghost of Ross. Nice, guys. Nice trade. Textbook setup right there. Nice, David. He added to his runner. That's some serious stuff here. Now we're back at point of control down here. All right. If this is a bottom, that would probably be a long spot. So we'll see if it holds. Wow, okay. Nice, Logger. So if this truly was a bottom, we put in the likely spot for the buyers to step in here is going to be in at about 210, which is the point of control. Oh yeah, look at ES is still at lows there. Interesting. Good call. Yeah, Logger, that will certainly happen. Previous days look like it's trying to break through the point of control. That's bearish. Revisit the low if we can continue from here. Now we do have the second deviation band at 200. Oh, it got bought up through point of control. See if they can keep pushing it down. Cumulative delta is very weak. Cumulative delta might break here to the downside. Actually, it's starting to break to the downside. Ah, buyer stepped in right there. Not enough buyers. A little choppy. Quite choppy. But we are at a point of control, so that is to be expected, isn't it? I feel like lower is coming. And it's almost back up at the price. If VWAP break, full buy. Are we talking about, what are we talking about? Gold? We're not even close to VWAP on anything. We're below VWAP on NQ. We're below VWAP on all the indexes, and we're above VWAP on gold. So, Nordy, I don't know what you're talking about. VWAP breaks. We had pretty clean price action up until we built a distribution. Then we get choppy, obviously. Oh, going full in now. I think the shorts are going to be toast. Come on now. problem is, guys, we are in the middle of a massive bull run, and I don't know if you guys realize how many people are looking to buy this market and get involved. We're not going to get many red days. They're going to be far and few in between, and anytime there's a dip, everybody's looking to buy. Not just day traders, but like people actually that invest in the stock market and stocks. That's why it keeps going up. Back to the bottom of the distribution on NQ. Let's get aggressive here. Oh, come on.
House China panel calls Trump move to ease NVIDIA chip sale. Panel's chair Moulinar seeks Commerce Department briefing by August 8th. Moulinar sends letter to Commerce Secretary Ludwig von NVIDIA. And they warn moves for risk boosting China's AI capabilities. A reminder, we did have a headline earlier. Top Republican House China Committee objected to resumption of NVIDIA H20 chip shipments to China in a letter to US Commerce Secretary Ludwig, her person being Moulinar.
All right, still flirting with the bottom of this distribution at 92. IB low. Hasn't broken below IB low yet, but cumulative delta is on a pretty steep downslope here.
Says that a little worried as latest CPI data shows tariff pushing up goods inflation. So again, Fed Scoresby saying I'm a little worried as latest CPI data shows tariffs pushing up goods inflation. Scoresby says it pains me.
ES is almost back at point of control already. Yep. Yeah, that was the first bounce spot we took, Logger. Was weekly upper band. We bounced like 30 points from there.
Fed Scoresby says rates could go down a fair bit over the next year.
Nice buying on the delta. We did not break IB low. ES back over IB low. Approaching lower band. Let's see if the buyers can bring us out of this hole now. We got a double bottom. to 221 maybe. Cuban to Delta is still pretty strong here. So we're back above point of control. I don't know. This is just a giant value area, essentially, guys. So like, let's do it this way. We're just trading in a balance area. There's no conviction long or short here. We're at the point of control. Yeah, new range. This is coin flip long or short right here. So if you're short, didn't take profits, you're 50% the chance that you're going to go back to zero. I mean, overarchingly, the cumulative delta looks weaker than it's stronger, so there's that. And we've touched this zone twice, so, the likelihood is we probably will go lower. Below lower band, below point of control, sinking delta. Not making it easy, are they? Delta is sinking. But price is not. Can the sellers overwhelm the buyers? Yeah, we're at point of control. The choppiest point on the map. Point of control. All right, I'm done fighting this thing. All right, let's see. We're going to have to be patient with this thing because it's just chopping around point of control. So I'm done taking positions around the choppiest point in the map, and I'm going to wait. Be patient. Good job, Scott. Yes, I live every single day. Monday through Friday, unless the market is closed. Hey, Eric, man, that's a huge win. I would shut it down there. Just clawing your way out of that hole is a big deal. So, guys, we're in balance, right? The big price discovery move happened already, right? It was here, and now we're in balance. So if you're looking for a move, either short or long, you're fighting a balanced market. The move right now is fading the value area extremes. And where are the value area extremes? Roughly around 222 and 192. It's about a 30-point range. If we start trading out of this distribution, then you might get a move to either side. But until then, we're in balance. Delta's going sideways. It's been going sideways for the last 20 minutes. Delta is going sideways. And there's a pretty significant divergence too. We had a double bottom on price, but cumulative delta kept going lower. So what does that mean, guys? Passive buyers were picking up stocks, essentially. Yeah, we could go sideways from here the rest of the day, Eric. I doubt, that's a possibility. I don't think we will, but another touch of upper band there, or lower band, sorry. If we start trading above 223, man, I think this thing can go up. But otherwise, we're in balance. So now it's fade value area extreme. Short. See if we can get back to the lows now. Short at 214. Absolutely, Eric. Eric says market makers are keen to screw option holders as much as possible. Took profits there. Back to point of control. Buyers might step in again right here. So if you guys got a heat map volume profile like I do on NinjaTrader, we're focusing mostly in this. You know, most of the volume is between 200 and 220, so a 20-point range. Spending most of its time between those two prices. Everything else is excess right now. Well, it's a new distribution area, so it's not that single print area from yesterday doesn't even matter anymore. Wait a minute. Single print? What do you mean single print? We actually have a fairly decent distribution right here from yesterday. Oh, on ES? Okay. Well, single print on NQ. I get it. That was on ES. So we formed a distribution here between these two levels. Support level, we broke below it. We got to the next support level. Now we're trading between them, creating a new distribution. You know, this is trading time. We don't do as much teaching right now. So I encourage you to join the Discord. There's a free Discord. Link is in the description of the stream. And there's also that video. Sleepy Friday price action, guys. Might have to wait a while to break out of this. We got a big fat distribution here. And I'd be wary at this point now that we do have such a significant distribution that any attempt to leave it might get rejected. Scalping Dad has to work, apparently. His working is getting in the way of his trading. He's probably golfing. His degen habits. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, Eric's here. Wait till you see the video I'm going to do today, guys. It's probably going to create a lot of commotion. My long form video this weekend is going to be how bad trading is like an alcoholic who can't quit drinking, and how strikingly similar they are. Absolutely. NQ Ranger. So much, in fact, this book, the new Trading for a Living, which was written by the amazing Dr. Alexander Elder, has an entire section on it in his book. See if I can find it. Ah, here it is. Trading Lessons from AA. In the new Trading for a Living by, he's probably in recovery. Oh, he's a psychiatrist. Okay. So Dr. Alexander Elder, he's a famous author of trading books. He's a psychiatrist as well. He says, like most psychiatrists, I always had some patients with alcohol problems. I always served as a consultant to a major drug rehab program. It didn't take me long to realize that alcoholics and addicts were more likely to recover in self-help groups than in classical psychiatric settings. They have much better chance to recover if they become active in Alcoholics Anonymous and similar self-help groups. Once I realized that AA members were more likely to stay sober and rebuild their lives, I became a big fan of AA. He went to an AA meeting and he sat there at a local YMCA, and a dozen men or a few women sat in folding chairs in a plain room. The meeting lasted an hour, and I was amazed by what I heard. These people seemed to be talking about my trading. They talked about alcohol, but as long as I substituted the word, oh, looks like we're breaking into value here, out of value. All right, this is a long setup here. Let's see if we can break above this. Gonna reject. Back down it goes. Back test. Nice. Fuego. Well, this is the upper side of that distribution here. I even marked it with that line. So I don't think it's going to just leave it easily. It's going to have to give it some work. Okay, so Alexander Eller left me. I left the AA meeting knowing that I had to handle my losses the way AA handles alcoholism. Almost any drunk can stay sober for a few days until the urge to drink drives him back to the bottle. He cannot resist as long as he continues to think and feel like an alcoholic. Sobriety begins inside a person's mind. Alcoholics deny their problems where their lives are falling apart. As long as an alcoholic believes that he can control his drinking, he is headed downhill. Nothing will ever change. Even if he gets a new job, a new wife, a new life, a new landlord, alcoholics deny that alcohol controls their entire life. When they talk of reducing drinking, they talk about managing the unmanageable. They're like a driver whose car spins out of control on a mountain road. When the car careens down a cliff, it is too late to promise to drive carefully. An alcoholic's life careens out of control while he denies he's an alcoholic. There is a stark parallel between an alcoholic and a trader whose account is being demolished by losses. As he keeps changing his trading tactics, he acts like an alcoholic who tries to solve his problem by switching from hard liquor to beer. A loser denies that he's lost control over his trading life. This is from a psychiatrist, guys. He recognized parallels between alcoholics and the bad habits of a trader. Profits give traders an emotional high and a feeling of power. They try to get high again, put on reckless trades, and give back their profits. Most traders cannot stand the pain of severe losses. They die as traders after hitting rock bottom and wash out of the markets. The few survivors realize that the main trouble is not with their methods, it is with their thinking. They can change and become successful traders. So I'm going to dive into that some more in a video, but I think it's really, really cool. Powerful stuff. It goes on and on. I'm not going to sit here and read the whole thing, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys a snippet of what I'm going to be putting together. I don't know, guys. This looks like a rejection of value area highs so far, right? We're still in the distribution. What do we do when we're in value? We fade the value area extremes. Now, if it leaves, which it hasn't yet, right now, longing here is longing to the edge of value. Right? The good long was lower. It was 15 points ago. Now, Bob, he's not saying you have alcoholism. He's saying there's parallels to it, that your tilt and oversize are similar to alcoholism. It's a similar problem. Oh, no audio, huh? Sound? Nobody can hear me? My light's flashing. When I talk, my light in the dashboard turns on. Either way, we'll start over. Okay, now it works. Okay. It's weird because I can see my light turns on when my microphone is working on the dashboard here. Okay. If we get to VWAP, I don't think I would short it, guys. That means we're trading above and back into the yesterday's balance area. So you might be able to get a scalp off of VWAP, but I don't think you're going to get a trend day continuation. We're now only down 0.1%. ES is down 0.07%. Okay, we'll restart the stream here, guys. They're talking about in the Discord, guys, not YouTube. Can you guys hear me? Test, test. Huh. All right, guys, we're having issues on the Discord. That's what I'm talking about. I think I'm going to wrap it up here anyway, guys. I'm done trading. I've been done trading for the most part. This looks like a return to value long at this point. All right, if you guys are going to keep trading, all right, guys, I'm going to call it for the week. I'm going to wrap up the stream here. We'll be back next week. We do have a live Q&A on Sunday. If you want to join that, you can grab a free trial. There's a link to that in the description of this video. All right, come join us. Pick up the book, study the course. That's all in the free Discord. The book isn't, but the course is. There's an 8-module course, so come join us there. We can chat all weekend. We have a live Q&A on Sunday, and otherwise we'll be back at it on Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see everybody on Monday. Good luck trading. Manage your risks and stay sharp out.